This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com.
Darnell Willison says, we've seen plenty of amateur wrestlers transition to pro wrestling, but can you think of any pros that you worked with who you believe had the aptitude to wrestle amateur?
Well, I would say Samoa Joe would have been great. AJ Styles, although AJ did wrestle in high school, he won a state title. I totally forgot about that. But he didn't continue on in college. But I think Daniel Bryan would have been a great wrestler. There's a lot of guys that would have done really well. They're usually the ones that are technical wrestlers in pro wrestling. They're usually the guys that do a lot of the technical wrestling. So, you can adapt to amateur wrestling. You just have to practice it quite a bit.
Keegan says, if you could have faced Bret Hart at any point in your career, which respective prime years would you have wanted to face the Hitman if you had a time capsule? And in addition, if you had a stipulation added to the match, what would it have been?
I'd say 1995 Bret. I watched a film of him, and I think he was at his best in 1995 to 1996. I loved watching him work. I think the gimmick would have been an Iron Man match. I think that would have best suited us. No gimmicks, just 60 minutes wrestling, just like Shawn Michaels and Bret Hart did. I believe that was in 1996.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's the type of match I would have wanted with Bret. It would have been exciting and just very successful match.
Dave Pearson says, huge fan, really digging the podcast. What type of opponent did you prefer to work with? A technician like Benoit or Eddie, a brawler like Austin or Taker, or a showman like The Rock and Shawn Michaels?
I would take all of them. I love being versatile and being able to wrestle anybody. And it was a big challenge for me. So I enjoyed all of them. But in reality, what I would truly like is the technicians. That's my favorite style of wrestling. That's always what I've done. Even in amateur wrestling, my technique was sharp. And I enjoy doing that type of wrestling.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.